I'm doing a travel video, and I want to send it to the travel agency to review this incredibly brilliant travel demo that I've created. So with the clip shown, I'll go up to the gear menu and, go up to the three-dot menu and choose Share. Notice now this has a completely valid web address. I'm going to copy this. If I had SMPT enabled, I could email directly out of here, but I don't. So we'll just pretend that I've sent myself an email and I've clicked on the link. If I paste that link in here, this is now at the customer site. The customer is now able to look at this video and to say, yeah, I like this. Let's hit the space bar and play it. The customer's playing the video, should be able to play the video, can play the video, and says, let's go down here. I want to add a comment. This takes too long to see the train. And notice where my playhead is. It's not at the beginning. It's right there. When I click Post, notice that it now takes that comment, shows where the comment is, and then can we enhance the resolution of this image? And we'll post that. Now remember, this is done at the client site. So I'll close this and go back to Axle. And after about another minute, after it percolates through the whole percolation process, the comments will show up here, flagged to the frame at which the comment was made. So let's go back to search results. Where'd it go? I forgot which one I used. There we go. This takes too long for the train to appear. The reason this is important is if we were using Frame.io, one, we'd have to pay every month for Frame.io, and two, it works great for Premiere but may not work for Resolve or for Final Cut. Wouldn't it be nice to have your own client review software which doesn't require a subscription and is available for any of the clips that you want, and you can send different media to different clients? It keeps it all straight. This is on a local area network, does not have access to the web, which is not accessible anywhere outside this local area network. I've got a team of editors. I've got an assistant editor and maybe two different editors working together, and I want to be able to send files. I'm the librarian. I want to send files or selects to the different NLEs. So I've created 3 bins, one for Final Cut, one for Premiere, and one for Resolve. You can name bins anything. They don't have to be for a specific NLE. You can have more than 3. I'll show you an example where there's about 150. I just labeled them this way to keep it simple. I want to send this clip, notice the blue rectangle, and this clip by holding Command down, and this clip. So I've got 3 clips, and I'm going to send them to the Final Cut bin. Cool. I go to the Final Cut bin, and we'll select all, and send Final Cut 10. It creates an XML file, which is then stored to the download folder, which can be emailed to anybody else in my local area network. It's here in the downloads folder, send to Final Cut. So let's go to Final Cut. File, import, XML, and there's our Final Cut. Import it, and that quickly, it creates a new event, loads the clips, and the clips are now easily playable. I can edit them just like any other media, and edit just like any other media. What I did is I used Axle for the selection process and then dropped the clips down to Final Cut. Well, how about Resolve? Well, let's go back to Axle and notice the Resolve folder is empty. Why NAB 2024? Because that's on a server which both the Axle server and I have access to. I'll show you an example when we don't in a minute. I want to send this file and this file and this file and this file, 4 files, and we're going to send those to Resolve. We'll go to the Resolve bin, select all, and and we'll send it using Final Cut 7 because Resolve uses the same protocol. We'll go to Resolve. This time I'm going to open up Downloads. and just drag the XML and drop it in a media pool. And there's my files right there. Again, because I'm on the same server, like any small work group in an editorial office, I can drop the files just using an XML, which is a tiny, tiny piece of data. It can be emailed from one editor to the next. Let's go back to Axle. And this time we'll go to Premiere, and there's some new features that we've got with Premiere. Notice it's empty. I'll go back to NAB, and this time I'll take this clip right here, and I'm going to double-click it to open it up, and I'm going to set it in, the letter I, and set it out, the letter O, and now I've created what's called a subclip. And this is going to be aperture quote. And I'm going to create a subclip and send it to Premiere. Click that. And now inside the Premiere folder, the green stripe indicates the portion of the clip that I selected. And the rest of it is the rest of the clip, which I am not selecting. Let's go back to here. We'll send this whole clip, because why not? And we'll go down to, oh, Michael Cioni. How could we not include a Michael Cioni clip? And we'll set this, set an in, and set an out. And we'll do a subclip, and we'll call it a Cioni quote. And create a subclip and send it to Premiere. And now we'll send it to Premiere. Nope, we're going to open up the bin, do it right. Select the all and send it to Premiere. Much gooder. Now go to Premiere, open downloads, and I'll just drag this in there. And there's my clips. And notice with Cioni, it only imports just the end of the out. Here it imports the entire clip. Here it just imports from the end of the out. An hour recording, but you only need 10 seconds. You just have to send the 10 seconds across that you want. But there's something even cooler with Premiere, and that is that we have an extension for Premiere. Again, there's the Axle data. There's our travel video. There's our China pandas, or elephants, or NAB. I want to go back. These images here, the photos, are stored on the Axle server. They're not on a server that's shared. They're only on Axle by itself. So I want to, let's say I want to download this one, and this one, and this one. Notice I'm selecting what I want to download. I can still search. I mean, all the search is still there. Everything is, let's just prove that. Winter, search for winter. And then search for river, good, and then search for approved. All the search that I've done inside Axle still works exactly the same way. I want to download these shots, click import, and now what it does is it downloads the file to a location you specify. It could be anywhere you want, on your local hard disk or wherever. It downloads the files, and now here they are. So if I'm on a shared server, I just simply send a link via XML. Or I can download and store at the location that I want. I still get access to the media, whether I'm sharing a network or not. I could be a remote editor, and I'm downloading proxy files from a remote Axle server. Still have the security of storing the media locally, still not putting it on the cloud, but editors outside of my local area network can still access the media they need for their edit. This was an excerpt of a recent Power Up webinar taking a look at media asset management and Axle.AI. For the complete version of this online training, please visit our store at larryjordan.com/store and look for Webinar 379. By the way, when you need to stretch your training dollars, membership in our video training library saves you money and time. You can access all our videos for a low monthly price of only $19.99. That's almost 2,000 movies, hundreds of hours on a wide variety of subjects. Plus, premium members can download practice media and projects. Our training covers a variety of software, and we update it multiple times each month. For more information, visit larryjordan.com/membership. And thanks.